it streaming?
Is it screaming? We're screaming. The Bionic Geek is on. How about
Hi,
that?
Roy.
Hey, Roy.
This is Roy. Roy's come to enjoy a podcast.
It's Technorama.
Rama.
Rama.
Banana-rama. Okay, we are ready to begin. Let's just double check, make sure I got all the audio clips lined up this week. Didn't see any voicemail. Is that correct, Craig?
Who's?
Okay.
Why are we?
What is that noise?
Not Keith.
Craig is calling.
Craig is
What?
calling?
There wasn't any answer button.
Craig has left the call.
Let's try that again. Hello, Skype. And that's the show. And I rarely have luck. Internet connection problem. There's a problem with your internet connection between you two. Hold on while we try to get the call back. Nice. It kind of reminds me of the Folgers thing.
Oh, yeah. Hadn't thought of that in a long time.
No answer.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, and Craig has left the call. It's like his internet connection went down. There he is.
There he is.
His video is back. I don't want to be a duck. I don't want to. Okay.
There we go.
Hey,
What?
What'd you
how
hang
dare
up
you
for?
fall off my internet?
Yeah.
It was a very short drop.
Technorama crashes the internet again.
Yeah, one more
Yes, right.
time.
Okay. Are we ready to
How
start?
much did you pay? How much did you pay Facebook for that?
Yeah. I'm done paying Facebook.
Do you have a cat meowing on that, Keith? Okay, good. Because see the name of the show? I want you to fire it as soon as I announce the
Unix
title.
call command.
Wait a minute. Did you finish out the show notes?
Yes.
Hang on 1 second. Let me see. Let me do an edit real
I
quick.
did that
Did I
yesterday.
And then
Are you going to move the
I
button?
had-
I think you
I
started
can't.
2 articles and then
Oh,
I
don't
filled
bother.
in, and then we had way too much, so I backed a couple out.
Okay.
I think you
You had the exit interview.
No, I had it start. No, I had the
And you
show
had the
notes
working-
starred, and I see that they're gone.
Just star
like
the
you
whole
did-
folder. It's easier.
No, I'm saying
No.
is that no, it's not.
There is no in this show.
no,
Oh, I
in
like
this
that.
show.
Oh man, I had a great title for this show too.
What did you call it?
Wookiee laser hair removal.
We already had a laser rust removal about 3 weeks ago.
So this is different. It's a Wookiee.
So,
Save it for next week. You see what the viewers get. We haven't even started the show. All right, then let's begin. You got the kitty
Okay,
cat ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, record. Give it the bandwidth.
Oh wait. I'm just
Wait,
kidding.
what?
He likes to do that. I'm just gonna
Jeez.
3, 2, wait.
I'm just gonna mute him while we get the show underway because he's ruined the starting so many times. Pointless. Technorama episode 472. Unix cat command.
Good morning, folks. This is your captain speaking.
Technorama.
Remember when?
Technorama.
On this day in tech history.
Tech.
And now, the news.
Tech.
What the chuck?
Technorama.
Welcome to Blockhead Video.
Hey, I heard Technorama's turning 11 years old this week. Where should I send my gifts?
Over there, in the media corner.
Technorama.
Hold my beer and watch this.
Unfasten your seatbelts and disregard all safety rules. Here are your flight crew, Chuck and Craig.
Welcome to Technorama, and thank you for joining us. This is the show that takes a lighthearted look at tech, science, sci-fi, and all things geek. If you are new to Technorama, then we welcome you. Truly, we do. I know we're really trying to expand the reach of this show, and we'll see if it works. So we'd love to hear from you. We'll give you some information about that later in the show. You can join us every Sunday night live on Google thing, YouTube stuff. Well, anyway, we'll talk about that later too. I'm Chuck Tomasi, making a mockery of this beginning. And joining me in the Binary Studio is Craig Stepp. How are you, Craig?
I'm feeling old, man.
Why are you feeling old?
11 years and podcast years. That's like 7 for every 77.
Your baby's growing up.
Yeah.
Also joining us in the Binary Studio are
Ben of TG Geeks.
And
Keith of TG Geeks.
Thank you for joining us once again, gentlemen.
Our
And
pleasure.
we have Mrs. Technorama over in the corner.
Yes, Mrs. Technorama has joined us in the
Mrs.
video
Technorama.
feed. We even have Grandma Technorama here.
Yeah. And
Do
Kitty
what?
Technoramas.
Donna's mom is visiting for a little while,
Oh, fantastic.
and she is a bitehead.
And I'm going to see if I can make her laugh, because I think last time
She's
she...
not in the
laughing.
studio this
She's
time.
not in the studio this time.
She remembered her last experience. Hasn't gotten out of therapy yet.
Ah, so that's 2 of us that remember her last experience.
Careful where you're going with that. It sounds dangerous.
Keep going. Just move along.
All right, then let's get into the rest of the show. Coming up in this episode, we have scrolled a little too far on the screen. We have a clothing optional restaurant. We have Cracker Jack has made some changes, and how much a cheap network really costs.
Geek Thoughts. Someday, I'll write the Da Vinci compiler so I can run the Da Vinci Code.
My name's Adam Stelzner. I'm an engineer at the Jet Propulsion Laboratory, and I think Technorama just might be the right kind of crazy.
Heavy emphasis on the word might.
Might.
Might be the right kind of crazy.
I wholeheartedly agree.
We had a lot of fun. He was trying to do that in his... what was his name, Craig? I'm drawing a blank. The character from The Martian.
Oh, Marvin.
Yeah.
Not
Marvin the
that
Martian?
Martian.
Oh, not that Martian.
Not that Martian.
Watney.
Watney, that's what it was.
Oh.
Every time someone says Watney, I think of Nick Watney, the golfer, but that's just...
Not Marvin.
Marvin.
Hey, funny.
This
their
might
names
just
both
be
start,
the right kind of crazy.
Hey, both their names start with M. Mark, Martian, Marvin. There you go.
Anyway, we had a good time talking to him. That was a lot of fun. If you
Yes.
haven't heard that
Yeah, we
interview, please go to our website or
Rewind the website
the
and go check it
Facebook
out.
page. We had a lot of, and some people may be finding us through that interview. So thank you very much for joining us. We have feedback. This is a real interesting bit of feedback. Weren't you going to find us a new feedback song too?
I'm working on it.
Letters, Arabic, cuneiform, hieroglyphics, Cyrillic, kanji, and emoji.
Southern. We have our own alphabet down here.
Somehow, I don't think y'all is an actual letter.
They
Y'all.
can reduce the word probably to 3 letters.
That's true.
On the Southern Sesame Street. Why for y'all?
Southern Sesame Street.
Uh-huh.
So there's a South Sesame Street then.
South,
Right.
South Sesame Street South. It's down around the 16,000 block.
Yeah.
We have message on our Facebook page from Mike Robison. He says he's a sporadic downloader / listener, and he's given us feedback on 3 separate shows, all in one. So we asked the question: if you were stranded on a desert island with the Gilligan's Island crew, who would you want your lone strandee to be?
Sure.
Strander. He said, Marianne, don't know where all Ginger has been.
Oh, dear. Whoops.
Wow. That'll leave a mark.
His favorite Dr. Demento song, Deteriorata by National Lampoon. You guys remember that one?
To be honest, I'm not familiar with that
You
one.
are a fluke of the universe.
Oh, that. That's the Tirada? I didn't know that's what it was called.
And then the guy just narrates things like, remember the Pueblo.
Yeah.
He just starts throwing out these random things.
The Pueblo.
Well, there's a video of it on YouTube, and they show a picture of the USS Pueblo. I was thinking it was the Pueblo Indian native people, but maybe it's either way. He also said his first CD was Men at Work Cargo, one of my favorites.
Hey.
Wow, Keith is being rough on the sound
That
effect.
is being stiff. That's
I
a
like-
good CD.
No, it is.
I'm surprised he didn't throw in an audio clip from there. It's a mistake.
That would have been funny.
Or overkill.
Yeah.
Well, I do have the the Martian.
Oh, drat these computers. They're so naughty and so complex. I could pinch them.
You know, Marvin the Martian bears a striking resemblance to Wormstrom.
Well. If it isn't
Yeah, exactly.
Farnsworth. All right, that's our message from today. If you want to get in touch with us,
Wait a minute.
Uh-oh.
Wait a minute.
Oh,
What?
dear.
Did you not get the voicemail?
I asked you at the top of the show. There are no voicemails.
But
are
that's when
there?
he got disconnected, wasn't it?
Go look in the folder.
Good point. Good.
Did you
point.
leave a voicemail, Craig, when you were on?
It's in the. Yeah, I did. No,
Did
it's in the
Lenny
voicemail
call in
folder.
again?
The voicemail folder. Go listen to it.
All right, computer.
Okay, computer.
Okay, Google. Where's my stuff?
Technorama. Is that dumb?
Users.
It's in the dump folder.
PowerPoint. Technorama. Google Drive. There we are. Technorama.
Good Lord.
Episodes.
I mean, folders.
How
Emails.
many folders called Technorama exist?
Just one. Oh,
I
there
saw
is one.
2.
It's from Zukalukulukuhumumu.
Just playing.
Here we are, face to face, a couple of silver spoons.
Oh boy.
Hoping to find we're two of a kind, making a go together.
Is this Crazy Joe?
It's
We're
Joe.
gonna find our way, you and I together.
This is the part where we take a drink.
Taking the time each day
Yeah.
to learn all about those things you just can't buy.
He knows all the words.
Two silver
He probably
spoons
Googled it.
together.
Listening to it in the
We are
headphones.
together. We're
Ow.
gonna find our way.
I think he's making it up.
You and I together. Dun, dun,
He's getting into it. He didn't even claim credit for that.
No.
That's awesome.
Probably ran out of time.
Yeah, please deposit another 25 cents.
Exactly.
That's right.
He had to go to an anonymous payphone to do that one.
Yeah. Run him out of the house.
It's history time.
Oh, dear.
Oh, I got a 19.
Uh-oh.
Craig's going to have to beat that. We're rolling for initiative, listeners.
What did you get?
Here we go. Can you see my
8.
dice in the video? There we go.
I got a
Good.
3.
I got a rock. Craig?
I got 21. Wait. No, I
What?
got 3. I got a 3.
You got a 3.
Okay, so let's think about this.
Chuck, Keith.
Do we need to
Wait, you
dice
got
off?
2 threes?
There are 2 3s.
Boy. May as well go
Counterclockwise.
All right, we'll go this way. Yeah, Ben, then Craig.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, that way it works
for me.
with the studio. We can use a monitor for your proxy. Okay, here we go. Roll that wonderful history music.
Dum, da, da, da.
I'm singing along with this now, too. This is great. On this day in history for April 27, 2016, this is April 27th, it's the 118th day of the Gregorian calendar. I really didn't edit this all that well. There are 248 days remaining until the end of the year. It was on this date in 1521, during the Battle of Mactan. Explorer Ferdinand Magellan is killed by natives in the Philippines, led by Chief Lapu-Lapu.
The blind and impoverished John Milton sells the copyright of Paradise Lost for £10 on this day in 1667.
It was profit lost at that point.
Yeah.
And on the same date in 1749, first performance of George Friedrich Handel's Music for the Royal Fireworks in Green Park, London.
And it burned all the boats in
It
half
did.
the town.
Oh my god.
Really?
It did.
You guys did
Oh
your
no,
history.
It
of
was the Royal Fireworks did that, and then he composed the water music
Water music for that in response.
to
put out the fire.
to kind of
It'll never
wanna
happen
sue-
again.
placate his
Yeah.
benefactor, the
That's
king.
precisely it.
Yes.
Okay. It was 206 years ago today that Beef Oven
Oh, gee, man.
proposes
Christmas.
for release.
I got.
You said that badly on purpose,
Yes,
didn't
it
you?
was his
You
tribute
did.
to. It was Bill and Ted.
Yeah, Bill and Ted. Beef Oven.
American President Abraham Lincoln suspends the writ of habeas corpus 155 years ago today. I'm really wishing Craig would have got some of these.
Yeah. Expo 67 officially opens in Montreal, Canada, with a large opening ceremony broadcast around the world. It opens to the public the next day on this date in 1967.
And on April 27th, 1981, Xerox PARC, P-A-R-C, introduces the computer mouse.
And 14 years ago today, the last successful telemetry from NASA Space Probe Pioneer 10 is received. I added that.
Yeah. Add your own commentary here.
I'm adding it in there.
April 27, 2005, the Super Jumbo Jet aircraft Airbus A380 makes its first flight from Toulouse, France.
Construction begins on the Freedom Tower, later named One World Trade Center in New York City 10 years ago today.
French mathematician and theorist Marc-Antoine Parseval, born on this date in 1755.
Well, isn't he in Ready Player One?
Yeah.
Parseval?
Parseval.
That's right. And also born on this date in 1791, co-inventor of Morse code, Samuel Morse.
There's a trivia question. Who was the other guy?
John Code.
Yeah,
Mr. Code. Yeah.
That's a good one.
Code.
Code.
Harry Code.
Yes.
Walter Lantz, the man who brought us such cartoon characters as Andy Panda and Woody Woodpecker, was born today in 1899.
Actor Jack Klugman would have been 94 today.
Disc jockey, music historian, radio celebrity, and voice actor, co-creator American Top 40, Casey Kasem, was born April 27th, 1932.
And there's your dedication.
Yes, right. And guitarist for Kiss, Ace Frehley, is 64.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Eric Schmidt, software engineer and executive chairman of Alphabet, is 61.
Sheena Easton is 57.
That must be why Morning Train has been running through my head all week.
That could be it. And finally, the Doctor Who Antichrist, Russell T. Davies, is 53.
Tell us how you really feel.
Well, he's the son of Satan. Stephen Moffat is Satan.
How appropriate.
And that's the way it was on this day in history for April 27, 2016. Whether you like it or not.
Right.
The band's got about another minute and a half. 2 minutes. We're not going to go there.
They play for a union.
Yeah.
They're
still playing.
They charge by the minute. We can't afford them anymore.
Just close the door.
All right. What do we have up first? Remember the story. Well, here, let's do this.
Good news, everyone.
We have a follow-up to the story that the heist from the, Bangladesh bank, where they only got $80 million of the possible $800 million.
Right.
Ooh, dodged a bullet there. Yeah. Well, the root cause has been determined that they used two things. One, they had no firewall.
Well, that's a big one.
Yeah. And two, they bought some used network switches.
Oh, dear Lord.
Not even smart switches off the internet. And used those for their networking equipment. So the hackers basically just walked right in and took control.
Well, in my opinion, they deserve to lose that money.
How much does cheap network... They bought it for like $10.
Hey, they could have gotten it a lot less than $80 million.
Yeah. That one deserves the sad drama.
Yeah. Earlier this month, hackers attempting to steal $850 million from Bangladesh Bank managed to only get away with $80 million. After an investigation of the branch, authorities determined that the culprits gained access thanks to $10 secondhand switches used to network the bank's computers and the lack of a proper firewall. This was on like Reuters and Sky News. This was all over the place.
Huge, yeah.
So I'm happy they found the root cause. Let this be a lesson to all you corporate people who want to try and save a little extra money.
Yeah, and if the burglars or the bank burglars or whatever had not been such idiots, they misspelled something.
Yeah,
and that was the only reason it was caught.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
What was it? They misspelled something?
I
don't know.
Charity or something. It was really pathetic.
It's kind of like I did my taxes and I typed in Goodwill Industries and I fat fingered an extra character in there, and it kept asking me all these questions as I was trying to validate and it's like, what? Why is it asking me all these questions? It should have just automatically gone through. And then I looked at it, and so I had to wipe that all of the donations out
Oh.
and start all over.
Oh.
So, but fat fingers happen.
Have you been watching Better Call Saul?
No.
No,
Oh.
what is?
Good show. It's a spin-off series. It's like a prequel to
You know, the
Breaking
lawyer
Bad.
from the
The
lawyer
lawyer from
that was on Breaking Bad.
Right.
Yeah.
Ah,
It's a prequel. He hasn't become Saul Goodman yet. He's still Jimmy McGill. Jimmy McGill had to do the other law firm because his brother works there. It is the second season has really matured the show, so I won't ruin it. But there's a typo situation in there that becomes very prolific in the storyline.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe they just had their season ender. I want to talk to Bob Odenkirk about this show. So I'm going to see if I can reach out to him and get a hold of him. Love the show.
Yeah, you spoke of Ready Player One. We got a rejection.
Oh.
So.
Well, I got a rejection from Andy Weir, the author of The Martian. We talked about The Martian
yeah.
before. Yeah, that was my big letdown this week. I said,
we got
your
rejections
second book
from
is done,
several.
right?
Yeah, we've gotten a number of rejections.
I used to them that much, but again, I don't go after the big names. But we're going to keep trying and bring you more stuff. I'd love to bring you an interview or a special event about once a month. It'd be fun. These guys, they're like twice a week.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's not... I shouldn't complain. We get a lot of interviews, and we have kind of become the champions of independent, what we call now independent creators.
Not just films.
Not just films, but independent creators.
All right, Craig, you found this story on the
cool.
This is fun.
Lego
By the way,
Particle
Chuck,
Yes.
Chuck, we're gonna have to contract with these two guys so they can get us some interviews.
Well, we are taking them to the Lowell Observatory in May.
Yes.
Oh, cool. All right,
We're
going.
partnering up for that.
We'll bring our things and we'll interview some of the people there, the patrons. How's that for you?
There you
we'll
go.
give those to you. How's that, Craig?
Okay.
We're gonna get audio clips like this Coke machine ate my $1.
That's right.
Well, that counts as technology, right?
Yeah, sort of.
All right, bring on the particle accelerator story, Craig.
All right, where's my show notes?
I don't know. Just having this story in here wanted me to put in the clip that I did a while ago about the Little Hadron Collider.
The Little Hadron
I can't
Collider.
find it.
The little?
I looked and looked and looked.
Is it too little?
No. It's one of my favorite clips.
Keep in touch.
Go ahead, read the story, Craig. Move us along.
Okay. All right. So we love Legos and we love colliders and we love breaking things. So I thought this was natural story here. So Jason of JK Bricks is at it again. This time he built the Large Brick Collider, a working
LBC.
Lego
They give it an acronym, the LBC.
Yeah, the LBC. A working Lego particle accelerator that uses Lego soccer balls as its particle. It can accelerate the ball up to 12.5 kilometers per hour.
Wow.
Which is about 7 miles.
That's a good speed.
Yeah.
This working accelerator uses a simple system of spinning wheels to accelerate the Lego ball around the ring, although the propulsion system is different from that of the real particle accelerator.
You think?
It is a great way to illustrate the concept.
It's a good
Not to
analogy.
What do they smash in the sensor area?
That's where
Two
the
balls.
That's where the spinner that spins it around.
Okay.
Yeah. See, it's got some kind of.
Oh, that's the Yeah. Okay.
So it's going around and.
Gotcha. We're looking at the video too.
Yeah,
So
you have to be careful with the ball. It doesn't go too fast. It'll spin right off of the track.
Put your eye out, kid.
Yeah.
I wanted to collide it with something else and watch it break into small bits.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
That would be awesome.
I mean, all they're doing here is they're really demonstrating the principle behind how it works.
Right.
But I would like to see a demonstration of the end result.
Here we have ball bearings and anti-ball bearings colliding into each other.
They're going to find evidence of the hidden,
That was appropriate.
they'll smash some bricks together and find evidence of the gold one.
Now, when I think
The
of
loose
smashing
gold
bricks together, I think of Monty Python.
I like the sound of two bricks smashing together. Yeah. We'll see if we can find some strange quirks in there. We got some strange quirks in here.
We have some strange quirks. We have some nice strange people on the birthday calendar. April 29th is 2 birthdays. Shepherd Tom from Outside the Known Universe. I love that moniker. It makes you wonder where he's from.
Outside the known universe.
But is he from a different in the multiverse?
He's from the one we know of.
different multiverse.
Well, it's got to be someplace else in the multiverse. He's simply saying outside the known universe.
Oh, okay.
So if he was outside the known multiverse, well, then we have a problem.
Hey, wait a minute. How would we know?
Because it's not known yet. Like dark
Yes.
matter. All right.
Right.
Also on the 29th, happy birthday to Timothy Carr. April 30th is Julio Diaz from Julio Tijuana. No, he's from Tijuana.
Is he?
His handle is Julio Tijuana. May 3rd is KL Wright, longtime listener and fan. And
Yes.
Leon is also on the 3rd. Happy birthday to all of you. And
Hey,
if it's
to
your birthday.
all the Leons out there that have birthdays today.
Oh, we have birthday music.
Yeah.
We have new birthday music. We
Oh,
have a
okay.
series of new
Right.
birthday musics. But I want to finish wishing them, if they're not on the birthday calendar, please get over to the birthday calendar, chuckchat.com/wiki. And we've also had people put their mothers on there, their kids, their anniversaries. Craig.
Yep. Yep.
This is a two-parter.
Two-parter. Reverb.
Wait. I just like the ending.
Like you just leveled up.
He did.
Exactly.
That's a great analogy for a birthday. You just leveled up.
Yeah.
That's what you need. That's the sound you need. You know.
All right, we're going to take another quick break. We will be back with our Hacks and Strange Stories. Remember one of a very, very, very old song that none of us probably remember, and many things in the media corner. So stick around. We'll be right back.
Hello, I'm Chuck Tomasi for the Technorama Home for Retired Software. Your old software has given you years of great service, sometimes good, sometimes bad. Now it's time to upgrade. What do you do with your old programs? If you find yourself unable to care for your old software, look to the Technorama Home for Retired Software for the trust and care of your cherished applications.
I just didn't have the hardware to support my favorite spreadsheet software, VisiCalc. The IT staff is excellent.
The Technorama Home for Retired Software is platform agnostic. We accept any media too. 3.5, 5.25, 8-inch floppies, even tape. Ask about our punch card options.
The Technorama Home for Retired Software gave me a tour of their facilities and I was convinced this is where I want my software to live out its golden years.
The Technorama Home for Retired Software. After all the years of service, your old software deserves a little TLC.
Do you even remember writing that?
It
No.
calls for this.
I don't
actually, I kind of remember you coming up with the idea one day, and then I think I finished it off. Maybe it was both of us.
I don't remember that one. I'm just strumming through looking. I was looking for that little Hadron Collider clip. I went, "What is this?
What's this?"
Oh, this is pretty good. We'll use that again."
I occasionally answer my work phone, whispering Hope Mortuary. You kill 'em, we chill 'em.
Oh,
You stab 'em, we slab 'em. If I know who's
right.
calling, obviously.
yeah, you have to know who's calling in
Yeah,
that
oh,
case.
yeah.
Yeah, I want to do that when a collection agency calls. Let's be real.
All right, we
Oh, yeah,
have
absolutely.
one story in the Hacks and Strange Stories section. This is a clothing optional restaurant that's opening in London, and it already has a waiting list of about 15,000 people.
Okay.
Wow.
Hopefully they're not standing too close.
Seating optional too.
I hope they put like,
A pop-up restaurant in London?
what? That's what it says.
Hey.
You started, Keith. Go ahead.
crap.
It's yours.
A pop-up restaurant in London is making waves nearly 2 months before its grand opening, thanks to its controversial clothing optional policy. The Bunyadi, which is
All set. To open.
which is set to open in June for 3 months, will have 2 separate clothed and unclothed sections for patrons to choose from.
Basically,
Patrons are excited when I'm just kidding.
sighted and unsighted people.
The idea is to experience true liberation, said Seb Leal, founder of Lollipop, the company behind the venture.
Oh, God, I could take this to so many bad places.
Oh, this is horrible. People should get the chance to enjoy and experience a night out without any impurities.
No chemicals.
No chemicals, no artificial flavors, no electricity, no gas, no phone, and even no clothes if they wish to.
I'm almost going to say it. I'm almost.
Don't spill the hot soup.
No, I'm saying it's here. Take my tea bag, please.
Oh, Lord God.
We're full at the moment, but I have some. You can wait in the bar if you like, and the more drunk the people get, the more end up in the unclothed section.
Yeah.
Hey, I have a philosophical problem with this right now.
You want to put something down on the seat before you sit down?
No, look down. The seats and the tables are made out of wood.
Yeah, splinters.
And it's not another pun.
Oh, yes, it is. Oh, yes, it is. You know what kind of wood that is?
That's bamboo.
Nope. Nope. We were looking at these.
Oh, that.
You know what kind of wood that is?
No.
Cedar.
Wait, you have to scroll back up because the next line of the article is great. It says, where were we?
The impurities.
We have worked very hard to design a space where everything patrons interact with is bare and naked, or naked as we say in Oklahoma, where I'm from.
This chicken sucks. There's no seasoning on it.
Of course, the staff will be nude as well. With certain body parts strategically covered up.
Yeah.
They're holding the tray in just the right place.
Wow, I can't see that guy's belly button.
Yeah.
Strategically.
No. Shaken, not stirred.
Yeah.
I don't think this is a restaurant I want to dine at.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
Well,
it's an interesting thought.
Yeah.
I don't know if the London people are going to go for it. We'll see.
Yeah,
Maybe we'll have a follow-up story on that.
No, hope not.
Let's see if we can give a shout-out to the chat room.
Let's not follow up.
Who else is in the chat room?
Tim Elliott, the Bionic Geek. And
how do you
that's
get to
what
the chat room?
Yep. They're chatting.
They're chatting.
I said, how do you get to the chat room, Chuck?
You can get to the chat room through our live broadcast on Sunday nights, 9:30 Eastern time.
It only changes here.
Right. I keep getting confused. Because everyone else changes their clocks. Screws me
It's
all
the
up.
same every place else.
Oh, I neglected to mention that the Parsecs are now taking nominations through May. So go
Imagine
nominate.
that.
Imagine that.
And we have some Parsec nominees in the studio with us.
Yay.
Yeah.
Thank you to whoever it was that nominated
We
us.
have no
We still
idea.
haven't figured that out.
Nope, no idea.
Unfortunately, dear listener, you cannot nominate Technorama because both Craig and I are on the committee, which disqualifies us. So, we have our award. We're happy to serve and keep the progress going forward. And the nomination software and all the voting and judging is... Oh, I got to get Craig back on the screen. Is actually Craig's doing. So full credit to him for revamping all the software that manages the whole process from start to finish.
Yay.
That's why I can't be a part of it other than what I've done.
He could rig the system. We don't want to be blamed for that.
Yeah.
Look, Technorama won every category.
How about that? They can only be nominated in one, though. How did that happen?
Well, we have a multi-character cast.
Yeah.
Right.
Again, if you want to join us, 9:30 Eastern Time, whatever that is in your part of the world, we made a nice bit.ly link, Technorama Live, and I found out that is case-sensitive. I didn't know bit.ly links were case-sensitive, but it's
Interesting.
make Technorama and Live, capital letters, and the rest all lower, and you will be good.
Make two of them.
Take two?
No, make two Bitleys.
Oh, I could make two bit.lys. I
Yeah,
could
that
do
way it doesn't matter.
Yeah, great idea, Craig.
Hey.
That's what I'm here
about
for. What else you got?
What else I got? we got a Remember When. And I am actually going to... Yeah, how many of you were around 1,000 years ago? Well, we're going to listen to a song that has not been heard for 1,000 years.
How do they know that?
Because of when it was written.
No, how could they possibly know that nobody's heard this in 1,000 years?
Because
they just discovered it.
Yeah, an ancient song repertoire lost since the 11th century has been reconstructed by researchers from the University of Cambridge. It's called Songs of I almost said Consolidation, but Consolation. Yeah. And it was a medieval music retelling of Roman philosopher Boethius? Anyone know their Latin? Boethius' magnum opus,
Boethius.
Boethius.
Just call him Bo.
Yeah.
The consolation of philosophy. Back then, it was common practice to take two classical works such as those, or where did I come up with two? Take classical works such as those written by Horace and Virgil. Hey, Virg. Hey, Horace. And assign a melody to the text. This was done to learn and ritualize the text, which often consisted of love songs and laments.
Horace and Virgil.
Yeah, just
This
get
whole-
off my kitchen, bloody lawn.
This whole
Turn on the Ritz. Sorry.
I'll put you on the rack.
Putting on the rack.
If you're blue and you don't know where to go, why don't you go?
That song's ruined for me for the rest of my life.
Anyway, it's the whole piece is about an hour, and the thing that made it hard to reconstruct is they didn't have your typical treble clef and
Right.
bass clef back then. It was a whole notation system that it was a bit like not Champlain. Who was the guy who deconstructed hieroglyphics? Champollion?
I don't know.
Oh, I can't remember the name. It's escaping me at the moment. But anyway, this was
Google.
similar adventure. We'll play a little bit of it for you. It almost sounds oriental.
This will never break the top 10.
This was a huge hit in Gaul.
Those darn
There's
Gauls.
a lady playing like a small harp, guy playing kind of a wooden flute thing, and then I don't know what that other instrument is.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what that is.
Can't you just picture the ancient priests in the cathedral? It's pretty fascinating to listen to and think.
Hey,
Yeah, but not for an hour.
No.
no. I've got a question. Okay, so this is written in Latin, right?
Yes.
Right.
Latin's a quote-unquote dead language. Why do so many people can speak it?
No one speaks it.
Well,
My son took Latin.
Pig Latin.
He can read it.
Pig Latin.
He can write it, but no one.
Well,
They
then how-
don't really
how is he
speak it
singing
because
it?
they don't know how. They don't know what the language actually sounded like.
I know.
They're only
how's he
guessing.
singing it?
It's used in
Latin?
science.
Yeah,
Used in science and like medicine.
I've heard that
See,
from actual professors. No one
But
really
they
knows what
use those-
Latin sounded like.
Really?
Yeah, they're kind of
So-
guessing.
So it's based. So it's another interpretation, is what you're saying. Is what we have no
Basically.
idea.
I mean, I remember working on Latin music pieces and the arguments that would go back and forth between different Latin teachers as to how these words are to be pronounced because nobody knows.
is it classical Latin or is it church Latin? That's basically the argument. That I mean, they spoke Latin up until
Early 1900s.
yeah.
Well, so
I
the
mean,
Catholic
the
Church
church,
had to have
church
had it in
Latin
the
is
church for
very
a long
different
time.
than classical
Yeah,
Latin.
church was the Catholic Mass was in Latin until Vatican II came along in the 60s.
1965 or
Yeah.
64 or something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah.
Vatican II.
So it really is.
Every
You know
once in a
what
while.
it's like.
Well,
Anyway, I just always
I'm
thought
just
that
going
was
by
a
what people have
stupid-
told
I
me.
always thought it was a stupid phrase. It's a dead language. Well, how's it a dead? Everybody learns it.
well, but no place actually
it's-
speaks it natively outside the Vatican.
Right.
It's like
that's-
COBOL.
Yeah. That's a dead language.
Still floating
I
around
have to
every once
put
in a
this.
while,
I
but-
have to put this in terms Craig can comprehend.
Yeah.
Okay, I got it. So it's still floating around, but nobody actually uses it anymore.
Right.
Correct.
Okay.
It's not native to anybody.
No indigenous people speak
Sure.
Latin.
Well, I mean,
Correct.
probably
There we go.
The two languages, well, Esperanto is not really spoken, but there's fewer people that speak Esperanto than speak. Oh shoot, it's out of my brain now.
Oh shoot!
Yeah. Oh shoot.
Not familiar with that one.
That
calling
one's-
it- I don't know that
one's-
one.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go. Thank you.
It's what was used in the Wild West.
Yeah.
Hey, you got two aces up your sleeve. Oh, shoot!
Yeah.
No, don't shoot.
We want to give a huge thank you to our patrons because this show is brought to you by you. Thank you, dear patrons. We should play their patron music. They have special music, all their own. Yeah, we like the patron music. Thank you to Kyle Nishioka, Mike Will, Steve Therian, Saturday Morning Media, Chad D, Alexis Duran, Ben Vaughn, Dennis Patnaud, and Nick St. Gabriel. We would love to see you on this list and give you a shout out. All you have to do is go to patreon.com/Technorama Podcast. I believe that one is all lowercase.
We have an odd number of Patreons for the even number of cells in this table, so please help us fill them out.
We have 3 to fill up, then we can go to the next row.
This right.
We'll need a macro. No, we'll write it in COBOL, because that's a dead language. Your funding helps to A, offset the cost of this show and bring you specials like what's coming up. So thank you, and thank you again, because we give you such an awesome song too. They can't catch us on that one. It's like an 8-bit version.
Yeah. The heck am I looking at? I'm sorry, go ahead. I apologize. I skipped ahead to the next article. Like, what? Okay, go ahead.
Oh, yeah, that. Okay. We better bring it in with the media corner.
Welcome to Blockhead Video.
Hey, where can I find some good information about music and TV and videos and things?
Over
Dibs.
here in the media corner.
You can take it.
Dibs. Kids, it's not just about be careful what you post online, but be careful what you do that others could post online.
Yeah, exactly.
It can cost you dearly. Apparently, some people still love to twerk, and those butt-shaking fools are willing to risk wetting themselves in public, spinal injury, or worse, to shake what their maker gave them to a funky bass beat. But elementary school teacher, Miss Clarissa clearly didn't have a clue that her love of the twerk would cost her job that she loved even more. Miss Clarissa, as it's in quotes, maybe that is her real name, maybe not, maybe that's just the name she gave on stage for doing this dance. She was fired when this video of her competing in a winning a twerking contest in Cabo San Lucas during spring break was shared online.
Hey, they left her a voicemail message that says, "You don't have to come to twerk tomorrow."
Yes! Where is it? There. In fact, you get the applause, too.
Yeah.
Okay, I think...
I had to work for that one.
That'll go for the... Now, I want to know who watched it and blamed her. Say,
Yeah.
Listen, you
Well, I'm sure someone saw it and then kind of emailed it off. You know, I a couple of about a month or so ago, some friends of ours came into town and we went to this bar in Tempe.
Oh my God!
Called Lower Key.
That's a good name.
It's dueling pianos. I mean, it's a really fun place. And we'd had we'd had some drinks. And at one point, they started playing the Time Warp. So one of our friends and we jumped on stage and we danced a Time Warp, something I would never do sober. and someone was recording it, and I know that one of these days that's gonna hit social media, or someone's gonna email me and say, "We've got this video. Pay up, or we show the video."
You were tagged in a Facebook post.
Yeah. Oh God.
Oh goody.
Yeah.
Who is that person
again? My ratings will go up.
Yeah, the video that won't go away.
Well, apparently,
I'm surprised anybody could recognize her. Look at the grainy.
Yeah,
video.
it was.
I thought you were going to say grainy butt there for a second, but
yeah,
as in sand.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh dear.
She was forced out of her job by school administrators who found her off-campus behavior unacceptable. Quote, "They didn't give me any other option at my school than to resign," she told the publication. "I felt I was being attacked and put under pressure. I didn't know what else to do apart from leave as quickly as I could. This is just further proof we live in an oversensitive world that places too much importance on social media posts, and if teachers aren't allowed to blow off steam in their private time, it's the students who will suffer."
Well, they, with their private parts, blow off steam in their private time with their private parts. In this case.
Hey, I'll tell you, there was a story, and I don't know all the particulars about it, but this is one of those things where I think that the school district doesn't use common sense. A student got a hold of the teacher's cell phone, out of her purse or something like that.
Yes.
She had nude photos of herself on her own phone. She had not shared them. They were just on her phone. The student shared them to himself, of course, and passed them around to other kids.
Why don't you lock the screen or something?
Wait a minute. Well, the thing is, they suspended her. They fired her basically, and there was no repercussion to the student
For theft.
Right.
Mike, what's the
An invasion of privacy.
Technically, what's the problem here? You know, I mean,
Yeah,
why would
that's
you-
a little backwards.
Yeah, that is a little off.
Yeah.
Just a bit.
Anyway,
I mean, that's tantamount to, 30 years ago, if you had a Polaroid land camera and you took pictures of your significant other or whatever, and you stick them in your sock drawer, someone comes in your house and takes them out of the sock drawer.
Yeah.
Like, wait, who's at fault here?
I've never heard that euphemism for.
that sounds a little detailed there.
Significant. Oh, you're talking about your
Well, it's
not that significant other.
Hey, Ben and Keith, it was Chuck's friend.
Chuck's I had a friend who did that.
But this is not too dissimilar. This is not too dissimilar to the case that Hulk Hogan recently won.
Yeah.
About the porn video that he had filmed with his best friend's ex-wife. I mean, forget the salacious nature of why it was filmed,
right.
But it was private. It was never meant to be shown, and somebody broke into the house, or actually someone broke into an office and stole it, and then sold it to various news publications.
You can't get past the theft. That's
Right.
that's the key there.
Well, and defamation of character.
Right.
Yeah.
And Hogan won like a huge lawsuit because of it.
Yeah, but wait a minute. Was it leaked? You think it was?
No, it was.
You sure?
It was.
Would you?
Well, it was leaked by the person who stole it.
Yeah.
But by the people who actually filmed it, no, it was never meant to be leaked. So
Where did he film it? It was filmed out through a window or something, wasn't it?
I don't know the details. I've never seen it, and I have no desire to.
No.
No. I was just curious. I was like, I think it was filmed without his knowledge, right?
It was filmed without his knowledge. Yes.
Oh, like a Rob Lowe thing. Okay,
Yeah.
let's move on.
Captain, I sense something strange going on here.
We've talked about Star Trek Axanar being in trouble, shall we say?
Yeah.
Getting the axe.
Well,
Hey, getting the axe.
Here comes another one. Following on the heels of CBS's extremely detailed lawsuit against the fan film Axanar, we now hear that another Star Trek fan film has been told that it should probably stop. This time it's Star Trek Federation Rising. Pew, pew. Federation Rising was going to be the sequel to last February's fan film Star Trek Horizon. It was supposed to begin a $250,000 crowdfunding campaign this Saturday, which would be yesterday according to this timeline space continuum.
Timey-wimey thing.
So it's kind of a mixed blessing that notice from CBS came when it did. At least there's no money to return. Creator Tommy Kraft explained on Facebook what happened, saying in part, a Bud Light ad appears here.
Exactly.
Earlier today, executives from CBS reached out to me and advised me that their legal team strongly suggested that we do not move forward with plans to create a sequel to Horizon. While this is a sign of the current climate that we find ourselves in with Star Trek fan films, I want to personally thank CBS for reaching out to me rather than including us in their ongoing lawsuit against Axanar. It was conveyed that the reason CBS was reaching out to me was due to legal troubles stemming from the Axanar case. Again, CBS did not have to reach out personally. The message I received felt more like they were giving me a heads up before we got too involved in another project, rather than a group of angry executives swinging a hammer.
I think they were shooting. It was a shot across the bow.
That's clearly what it was. They said, hey, before you go any further, just letting you know.
Hey,
So-
this is not the year I think they should really be hammering
No,
on these.
they should be hiring these people.
Exactly.
Yeah, or supporting them somehow, and because
It
would
will
only-
generate excitement for the movie as well as the new CBS online series.
Correct. Yes.
We're in a sad state with Star Trek right now.
And you know what? Leading up to this point, I think that has been the case. With a lot of the Star Trek stuff, the fan stuff, because it's gotten so good that you go, "Oh, this is awesome," and it just keeps interest in the genre, even though they may not have anything proper out.
Say what you will about George Lucas and what he did with the Star Wars prequels, he still opened up that Star Wars universe for fans to play in. It kept the excitement going all that time. So
Yeah.
even during the entire time when the prequel trilogy was kind of tanking, there was still this huge fandom for Star Wars because the fans were allowed to just really go in there, create their own independent content, and keep that Star Wars fever alive. I've said this many times. I think Paramount has absolutely no idea what it is that they're sitting on regarding Star Trek, and all they're doing is they're hurting themselves by squashing people who do have a good idea on what Star Trek is.
Yep.
Hey, even Star Wars or Lucasfilm, they had the proper fan film competition for a long time. So, I mean, that's one way you could say, okay, kind of segment all of the fan film stuff and make sure there's no confusion. Here, it won a so-and-so award, or whatever, just to kind of keep everything there, but it also generates. They're shooting themselves in the foot.
I agree.
With a phaser.
Shoot himself in the foot with a phaser. All right, Craig, this last one is all yours because it was too long.
By the
for
way,
me to
I'm
read.
hot tonight.
He's
hot tonight. Is it warm there?
It's
Last
warm here.
one.
Last
yeah,
one, the
here we
Blue
go.
Man Group. It was
The
too
Blue
long
Man
for
Group.
me to read.
Holy moly.
Yeah, we're not going to go through this whole thing, but give us
no.
Cliff
Yeah,
Notes
we just-
version.
Yeah, first off, I've seen the Blue Man Group. Have y'all seen the Blue Man Group before?
I've seen videos of them.
Yeah.
I've
not-
never
not
seen
live.
it. Not live, no.
Okay. Well, we saw them live in Florida, and I was fascinated with this, with their show. It was fantastic.
Yeah.
We had a great time, a lot of lights and a lot of music, the whole thing. It's a lot of fun.
How
So-
many Blue Man Groups are there?
Well, there's several, and
Quite a
that's
few
the
now.
thing is I was curious on what is the tenure for some of these guys. And so when I saw this article, I thought it was a pretty good read. I didn't read the whole thing yet. I haven't finished it because it is pretty long. But the guys talks about it's called the Exit Interview. I spent 12 years in the Blue Man Group, and apparently there's some people that even spent more years there. But I think less than 12 is really the mean age there.
Okay.
But anyway, it's a fun read. I'm not going to go through any of this, but he talks about him working there, the people that started it, they still perform from time to time. So anyway, feel free to go in there. If you've seen the Blue Man Group before, you'll think it's a lot of fun.
Cool.
It must take a while to do the makeup. That's all I got to say.
Yeah.
And it's got to be hot.
Yeah, and another thing is most of those people have to be about the same height. So he said there's been a few women over time that have played in the Blue Man Group, but not all because of the requirements, the height and stuff.
Interesting.
Well, they were formed in 91.
Is it that old?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, they've been around for a while.
Didn't realize it was that old.
Yeah, but when we saw them in Florida, and they had they were walking over the tops of the seats, while everybody's sitting in there walking over. So they're all around you. They pulled this paper over us. It almost turned into like a rave kind of thing. They pulled the paper from the back of the stage over everybody's heads, and then they had strobe lights going on, music, and yeah, it was really cool.
Neat. Tell them where they can find a link to that article, Craig.
At check.com/Technorama.
Right.
Like you're not entirely sure.
I'm
Where am I today?
Is this a guess?
In the show
like-
notes, you can find them
about
on
to
Do
our
I get a
site.
passing grade?
Yeah, I was about to say
That was
so-and-so.com.
like
Can I have my
C-
Scooby snack now?
C plus.
Thank you.
All right, we have a question of the week. This week, we wanted you to tell us about your first mobile phone.
Oh, dear.
Yeah. Call us on
dear.
the listener line 707-530-2428. 707-530-chat is a good way to remember that last part. Can't remember the first two parts.
I vaguely remember ours.
Email us, technorama@chuckchat.com. We'd love to hear from you. Oh, and by the way, Craig is on his way to Phoenix again.
Woohoo!
Yay! Well, he will be in a couple of weeks. He's not on his way right now.
I'm driving all the way. No.
He will be here May 13th. We're going to have a little get-together at the studio. And then we're going to a work conference in Vegas, and we will be back to record a show with him in studio May 22nd.
That is provided I do survive the work conference.
We'll survive. We will survive.
We will survive.
Don't be singing. No. We've had enough.
We've had enough.
We've had enough of that. We'll
it's karaoke night here at Technorama.
thank goodness you can't put words to this song.
Oh, I can play the
Really?
chicken dance.
Hey,
Technorama's over. It's over.
challenge-
Technorama's
challenge
over.
accepted.
Go, go, Go home. Go.
Yeah.
Go big or go home.
11 years and
Show
we
is
finally
over.
figured out software.
Show is over. Show is over.
I'm getting out of here. I'm really going. This is starting to sound more like whose line is it anyway?
Yeah.
All right, that takes us to the end. Thank you everybody for listening and or watching. We hope to see you again. Hope you enjoyed the entertainment factor, if not the news factor. Till next time, tell a friend about Technorama. We already know what we're doing. And Craig, give him a binary high five.
101.
Was that in the key of T?
You have crap.
It was the key of R. Give me an R. R.
We'll end it on that.
Gee,
All
you
right.
just got the last R.
Arr. Save as. We'll do a quick save in here, and then we'll do the after show. Stream is going bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Good night, everyone.
Stream.
See you later.
Thanks.
Bye.